Our ride today is the 2010 Ford Transit Connect. This vehicle is coming back for Ford into the delivery business. We're now seeing this vehicle spreading out throughout the country. It's usable, it has plenty of space, and Ford is even surprised at some of the uses that the consumer is getting out of them. Now, dog owners are finding this to be a favorite, and also people like kayaking. If you're delivering or you're just transporting things, this may be a vehicle for you. Well, Steve Hurley is the Commercial Business Manager for the Northwest region for Ford. Thanks for coming to our studio. Now, normally we start with the hood up, and this Ford Transit Connect, the hood is down. That's because you've got something special to show me, right?
Absolutely. Thanks for the opportunity to be here with you today, Nick. There's a unique feature, security feature on the Ford Transit Connect, and that is a front locking hood that is a two-stage lock. Gives us extra security for all the goodies underneath the hood.
Now we've got the hood open, what are we looking at?
We're looking at the standard engine, which is a 2-liter, 4-cylinder, dual overhead cam, multi-port fuel-injected engine, 4 valves per cylinder. Produces 136 horsepower and 128 foot-pound of torque.
Now I'm sure 136 horsepower is pretty adequate for the amount of load you might be hauling in this. Let's talk about transmission. What are my options?
There is one transmission that's featured with the Transit Connect. It's a 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission.
So overdrive, explain to me exactly what overdrive is.
Well, the unique characteristic of an overdrive transmission is it reduces the final drive ratio down to give us maximum fuel economy, which we see on this vehicle, and we're very proud of.
Looking at the front of the vehicle, I can tell this is a Ford, and it has a lot of insignia there, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely it does. If you look at the front with the grille and the badge, it surely has the brand DNA for Ford.
Although I really like the front of this vehicle, there's a few things that are technically different about this that you may not notice first of all. Let's talk about hood height.
You'll notice that the hood slopes sharply to give heightened visibility to the driver, as well as the huge expanse of glass. There is also a command seating position for the driver, so with the position of the driver and the passenger, all the glass, the low sloping hood line here just gives you terrific view of the traffic in the road ahead.
And I can also see that if you're getting in and out of the vehicle all day and you're actually having to drive through narrow city streets, maybe thinking of somewhere like Europe where it was originally designed for, Italy, getting through some of those narrow streets, being able to see the curbs and the side, what's on the side, might be super important to you, right?
Absolutely, and that's the uniqueness of the European design.
Okay, let's talk about door size now. It looks like it's a very high vehicle, but if we start to talk about door size, these doors are actually pretty enormous, aren't they?
They are good size, and as you get in and out of a vehicle all day long, particularly if you're a delivery man or you make a lot of stops, it's easy on the ingress and egress, and also easy on your back.
Now I want to take a look at this. Now that's actually pretty huge, but it's not just the front door that's big and to get in and out of quite easily. Look at the size of this.
That is the uniqueness of the vehicle, with 2 rear doors, sliding doors, as well as 2 huge front doors for maximum comfort getting in, getting out, as well as you can see in the back for loading and unloading the vehicle.
The rear doors also, now they actually open all the way, don't they, and fold against the vehicle?
That's correct. The standard rear door opening is 180 degrees, but you can get them with optional 255-degree openings so that you can take the rear doors and pin them all the way against the front of the vehicle, the side. Now there's a separate vehicle, a Transit Connect wagon, that comes in either a 4 or 5 passenger version.
The big thing on the inside of this vehicle is the technology, and there is an available technology package that provides a computer, is that right?
Absolutely. Ford is the first in the business to offer what we call FordWorks Solutions, which is an in-dash computer that gives you or allows you to have an office on wheels. The computer has spreadsheet capabilities, it has word processing capabilities, it allows you to connect to the internet, and also has a feature where you can tie into your home office computer to check records or parts inventories or things like that while you're on the job site.
I mean, how many vehicles do you know that come with their own keyboard? That's very unique and very different.
That's a wireless keyboard, Nick, that comes standard with FordWorks Solutions. There's also an optional wireless printer that comes with the vehicle.
What more could you want? I don't even have to go home. I'll just go into the parking lot. Another great thing I noticed in this is this space above the driver. It looks like you've got extra storage up here.
There's a huge overhead bin up there for the driver where you can keep clipboards, extra tools, anything that you might want to keep on the job where you want to keep them handy. There's also a nice net up there and a huge lip on it to keep things from falling over and rolling out in case you should have a hard braking situation.
Easy to get in and out of large doors. Well, it's probably time to look at some ways to buy the 2010 Ford Transit Connect. let's talk about the hauling capacity of this vehicle. You'll find in size and the amount of weight it can actually haul makes it a great choice for your business or maybe your family. We're also talking about customizability, a real word which means you can customize this vehicle for 2, 4 or 5 seats, and you can also change the back end to be exactly what you want it to be with that available space. And the cost of ownership, you'll find with your service, the difference in your service times and also the difference in the amount you actually have to pay from some of the competition, you might be walking away with a little bit extra in your pocketbook.